Hello students, I am Mahima Laharia from Vijayanagar College Hospet, Karnataka. Welcome to my YouTube channel Pacific Chemistry Classes. Students, today's topic is our power box diagram. Already we have studied our Latimer diagram and the Frost diagram. So today we are going to study the details of the power box diagram. Now we can say that our power box diagram are invented by our Russian chemist, that is our Marshall Powerbax. So the name is our power box diagram. These diagrams are plotted between the electrode potentials and the pH values. So let us have a look on this graph. These are plotted between our electrode potential values and the pH values. So what is our electrode potential values? We already know. We are taking the standard reduction potential. So we are plotting this graph between our electrode potential values and our pH values. And here these diagrams can also be termed as our predominance area diagram, because in this diagram, when we will study in the detail, we will come to know that there are various areas which will show the dominancy. So this is also termed as our predominance area diagram, and also in the short we can say it as a PE-pH और our E naught pH diagram, means electrode potential and pH में relation बताता है ये diagram, तो इसलिए हम इसको short में PE-pH diagram भी बोल सकते हैं. The power box diagram can be defined as a graphical representation of the variation of standard reduction potentials with the pH of various oxidation state of an element. So in general we can say that our power box diagrams are the graphical representation of variation of standard reduction potential values with the pH. Means इस ग्राफ में हमको क्या पढ़ना है? Changes, variation कैसे हो रहा है हमारा electrode potential values का और pH का. Means if our potential values we see, if they are decreasing or increasing the pH, then what are the relation between these two? Means एक जब decrease हो रहा है तो pH हमारा बढ़ रहा है. And the other thing, important thing is the various oxidation state of any elements will be there. For example, this is the power box diagram of the iron in the natural water, and as we know that the pH of the natural water lies between the 4 and 9. So what are the changes taking place between our ferric and the ferrous? Here I have represented the ferric ions in the blue color and the ferrous ion in the greenish shade. So you can easily understand this difference, and we already know that our ferric means जो higher oxidation state होता है बेटा उसमें हम लोग एक suffix use करते हैं, और lower oxidation state में हम OUS, us ferrous will be used for the lower oxidation state. So now let us have the detail of the power box diagram. We will study it with the help of the example of our iron. To explain the power box diagram of iron, let us divide this diagram into the 4 different components. That is our horizontal line, vertical line, diagonal line, and this red line, that is our dashed line. Now we can say that the horizontal line are here AB. So here you can see in this diagram our ferric ions are in contact with the ferrous ions, and the ferric ion I represented with the blue shade, and here it is green shade. So on this horizontal line we can say that it is the region where the equilibrium will exist in the 2 different oxidation state. Means this is our 3+ oxidation state of iron, this is 2+ oxidation state of iron in the aqueous solution, and we can also say that here no hydrogens H+ ions are involved. So we can say this is our pH independent region. Now we can talk about our vertical lines. Vertical lines are there as BC, and this is also one vertical line DE. So in this region what the things takes place? This separates the different forms of the element in the same oxidation state. यहाँ पे आपको क्या ध्यान रखना है? Same oxidation state exist होगा. As you see, Fe3+, the oxidation state is 3+ of iron. Here also ferric hydroxide, the oxidation state of iron is +3. So this line, vertical lines have the same oxidation state both the sides. But the important thing is that अगर हम Fe3 को देखेंगे, so this is lower pH side, and this side V goes on moving, then the pH also increases, so the basic side increases. So as we can say that on this line acid, and this side basic area will be there. Now we can say our diagonal line, that is our BD is a diagonal line, and on this line the different oxidation states can exist. Here this side we can see our Fe2+ or our ferrous, and this side of this line there will be the ferric. So the different oxidation states will be there. So this is the redox reactions can take place. And the fourth important part is our dashed line, that is known as the stability zone of the water. Red line, already we studied about the redox stability in water. So we can say that this area, in this area there will be no oxidation reduction of the water, but above this line and below this line the oxidation and the reduction of water is possible. Now let us see some important reactions of our Pauerbox diagram taking place here in the natural water. To understand the Pauerbox diagram of iron in the natural water, the 5 important reactions are there. So first we can look, this is our simple reduction reaction, means Fe3 plus electron gives Fe2 plus. Then second reaction is the reaction of Fe3 plus ions in the water to give ferric hydroxide and our H plus ions. In this reactions, ferric hydroxides convert to the ferrous ions. Again, ferrous ions are converting to the ferrous hydroxides, and the ferric hydroxides are reacting with the H plus to form ferrous hydroxide. Students, ये reactions हमारे simple oxidation reduction reactions हैं, और आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि हमारा oxidation number change हो रहा है कि नहीं. See here, if Fe3 plus is converting to Fe2 plus, simple है, हमारा oxidation number कम हो रहा है ना, 3 से 2, तो ये आपका reduction reaction हो गया. Similarly, if this reaction we see, it is 3 plus, it is also 3 plus, so this is not a redox reaction. Similarly here, if it is FeOH whole thrice, मतलब ferric hydroxide में iron का oxidation number कितना होगा, we can calculate the oxidation number of iron in the ferric hydroxide, it will come to be plus 3. How? We will take for X for iron and oxygen we know it is minus 2, it is 3. So multiplying करेंगे तो हमको 6 मिलेगा, and we know hydrogen का oxidation number we will take plus 1. So finally for iron we will get plus 3. मतलब आपको ये ध्यान रखना है, iron का oxidation state ferric hydroxide में plus 3 होगा. Similarly for the ferrous hydroxide iron has plus 2. बस आपको इन reactions में हमको oxidation number ध्यान रखना है, and changes अगर हो रहा है तो वो redox reaction है. If changes is not taking place, it is a non-redox reaction, and if hydrogens are involved तो वो pH dependent है, otherwise it is pH independent. So we will see the details of these reactions. Reaction in the Pauerbox diagram of the iron is the reduction half reaction. Here the gaining of electrons takes place by Fe3 plus and it forms our Fe2 plus ions, and the electrode potential value is plus 0.77 volts here. As we can see the reaction, as there is no H plus are required, there is no H plus. So this is our pH independent reaction, and on the line AB we see that on this line AB, here the blue color ferric ions are more, and on this other side lower end of the AB line our Fe2 plus ions are more. So this is a boundary between the Fe3 plus ions and Fe2 plus ions. And one more important thing, here we can see the two different oxidation states are existing here. On the one side our 3 plus ions, ferric ions, and on the other side Fe2 plus ions exist on the horizontal line AB. Now let us see the second reaction, that is a pH dependent reaction, because when we see the reaction, that is the ferric ions are reacting with the water molecules to form the ferric hydroxide, and the H plus ions are liberated. So as our H plus ions are liberating in this reaction, this is a pH dependent reactions, and we can see that as both the species Fe3 plus and our ferric hydroxides are having the oxidation state of iron plus 3, so there is no change in the oxidation number, hence it is not a type of a redox reaction. Because बच्चों redox reaction में oxidation number change होता है, या तो वो घटता है या फिर वो बढ़ता है. So we can say that it is a simple pH dependent reaction where H plus ions are involved, and we can say that the formation of FeOH whole thrice is formed by the high pH, and Fe3 plus formation is favored by the low pH values. How? On we can see this vertical line BC, आप देखेंगे इधर पे हमारा जो pH है, pH स्केल 3 की तरफ है, मीन्स अवर एसिडिक किस साइड रहता है, 3 से लेस है ना, टूवर्ड्स 7 से लेस, तो वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द लोअर पीएच साइड. एंड व्हेन वी सी अवर फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड फॉर्मेशन, तो यहाँ पर हमारा पीएच ज्यादा रहेगा. सो ये जो हमारा वर्टिकल लाइन बीसी है, एक तरह से ये हमारे पीएच बता रहा है एट what pH our ferric ions will be the dominant. So we can say that our vertical line BC shows the pH at which the ferric ions will be dominant, and हमारा जो लाइन वर्टिकल लाइन BC है उसके लेफ्ट साइड में हमारा एसिडिक pH रहेगा, एंड व्हेन वी मूव टुवर्ड्स द राइट एंड इट विल बी अवर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड विल टेक्स प्लेस एंड it will show the basic solution. The next reaction involved in the Porbox diagram is the reduction half reaction, and we can see this reaction, that is our ferric hydroxides is converting to the Fe2 plus ions by accepting an electron and H plus ions. So we can say in this reaction our H plus ions are involved. So student, ये reaction हमारा pH dependent reaction होगा, and one important thing, our oxidation number of Fe here is +3 and Fe2 plus is +2. तो जब oxidation number हमारा decrease हो रहा है तो कौन सा reaction हो रहा है बेटा? ये this is our reduction reaction. So this is a reduction half reaction and it is our pH dependent as our H plus ions are involved here, and we can see this reaction along the line BD, that is our diagonal line, and in this region we can observe one thing, our pH value क्या हो रही है बेटा? हमारी बढ़ रही है, और हमारा जो रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल का वैल्यू इट कम्स डाउन, मीन्स वो डिक्रीज हो रहा था. तो जो रीजन बिलो दिस BD लाइन, द ऑक्सीडाइज्ड स्पीशीज, अवर फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड स्टेबल रहेगा, और द रीजन बिलो द BD लाइन, अवर रिड्यूस्ड स्पीशीज दैट इज अवर फेरस हाइड्रोक्साइड इज स्टेबल. कैन सी हियर, ये जो हमारा BD लाइन है इसके ऊपर हमारा फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड ज्यादा स्टेबल रहेगा, एंड बिलो दिस रीजन अवर फेरस हाइड्रोक्साइड स्पीशीज विल बी more stable. So we can say for this the variation of the potential with the change in the pH is given by the Nernst equation as follows, that is equals to E naught minus 0.59 log of ferrous ion minus 3 into 0.059 pH. So this is for the third reaction, that is our ferric hydroxide species are getting reduced to Fe2 plus ions, and here the most important thing is that along the BD line we have to remember on one side our ferric hydroxide species is more stable, and on the other side our ferrous hydroxide species are more stable. So now let us see the next reaction. Our next reaction is Fe2 plus is reacting with the water molecule to convert into the Fe2 plus ferrous hydroxide, and H plus ions are liberated. So student, you can see from the reaction itself pH dependent होगा, ये H plus ions यहाँ पे liberate हो रहे हैं, and we can see the oxidation numbers of Fe2 plus is +2. Here also iron is in the +2 oxidation state. So this is a non-redox type reaction. There is no change in the oxidation number, and this reaction can be seen in our vertical line DE. So this is our vertical line DE, where we can say ये हमारा एक बाउंड्री बना रहा है किस किस के बीच में? Fe2 plus ions और हमारा ferrous hydroxide के. Means if we will see on the one side of this D line, means हमारा जो 9 pH value है, this is the exactly D line हमारे को pH 9 पर है. So this line divides the area of Fe2 plus ions and our ferrous hydroxide ions, and we can say that reactant are converting to the product here, है ना. So हम reaction में देख रहे हैं ना, एक साइड हमारा जो लो pH वैल्यूज है, मीन्स 9 से कम वैल्यूज हैं, वो किसको फेवर करेंगे? दे विल फेवर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ आवर फेरस आयंस, and our high pH value will favor the formation of our ferrous hydroxide ion, that is our product. Means our reactants and are converting to the product, but हमारा बीच में क्या है? एक boundary line है, that is our DE vertical line. It is acting as a divider here. So this reaction is clear, I hope. This reaction and the last reaction involved in the Porbox diagram is our ferric hydroxide ions are getting reduced to ferrous hydroxide ions, and we can say here H plus ions are involved. So student, this is our pH dependent reaction, and the oxidation number also changing here, Fe3 plus, and this species is our Fe2 plus oxidation state. So the oxidation number हमारा decrease हो रहा है. So this is a type of a redox reaction and reduction reaction हो रहा है ना. oxidation number decrease होता है तो reduction reaction होता है, and we can say for this the variation of the potential with the pH change is given by the Nernst equation, that is our E equals to E naught minus 0.0591 pH, and we can see this reaction on the line DG. This is our line DG, and we can say this line DG divides the two region, that is our above the DG line our ferric hydroxide is more, and below the line our ferrous hydroxide है ना. यहाँ पर हमारा ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट कितना है? 3 प्लस है, यहाँ पर हमारा 2 प्लस है. तो ये जो लाइन है हमारा क्या डिवाइड कर रही है? दिस डिवाइड्स द region of our ferric hydroxide and ferrous hydroxide is stable. Now we can see the importance of the Porbox diagram in the natural water, we can see the iron can exist as our Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus in the natural water, and the range is our 4 to 9 when we are talking about the natural water. If the conditions are oxidizing, means when there is a oxygen is present in the plenty and the pH is less than 4, then our Fe3 plus ions exist in the more number, and as the pH increases, so the Fe3 plus ions get converted to the insoluble ferric hydroxide ions. And when the conditions are strong reducing, means when there is a lot of organic matter present in the water, so it will consume lot of oxygen for the biodegradation purpose, and we can say that our organic matter rich waterlogged soil act as a strong reducing agent. It will convert the Fe2O3 into the Fe2 plus ions, and as the pH increases along the line BD, our Fe2O3 converts to the ferrous ions, and hence our organic matter rich waterlogged soils are rich in the ferrous ions, and our oxygen rich water are rich in our ferric ions. So here we have seen that कि हमारा जो नेचुरल वाटर रहता है उसमें आयरन फेरिक में कब एग्जिस्ट करेगा, जब हमारा ऑक्सीजन बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, लेकिन जब ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ज़्यादा होता है तब हमारा फेरस आयंस वहाँ पे ज़्यादा एग्जिस्ट करता है. स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप आप लोगों को परफेक्ट डायग्राम समझ में आया होगा. आई विल सजेस्ट यू प्लीज़ मेक द डायग्राम एंड राइट डाउन द नोट्स, एंड थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. If you like, please share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.